when these people play this kind of politics, I always wonder what exactly you're talking about. But let's start from Silva saying Tinubu's policies are anti-people. Do you agree with him? He's an AP, still an APC member.
Well, what is wrong with being an APC? You first be a Nigerian before you're a member of any political party. So you feel the pangs. You see, no matter how good, anybody will explain the administration of His Excellency Bola Tinubu, present president, I should feel it. Go to the streets and find out. So whatever he's doing, he should hurry up and let this hardship stem down a little. I am not in favor against Silva because he has his free speech, but of course, as a media personality, I recall that Silva had gone to visit the president in the presidential villa. And the president supported him by taking his hands off. What else does he want the president to do?
Now, having Silva play intra-opposition opposition within the party, that is, one wonders, like you said, what exactly is he aiming at? Now, let's talk about the fact that Tombra Williams is saying that what is Silva talking about? He was part of the past administration. That is a problem they created. That is what is Tinubu is facing. But come to think of it, from intra-opposition to inter-opposition, supposedly an opposition supporting Tinubu against Silva. What do we make of this kind of scenario when people play this kind of politics? You said Silva has a right to speak. He has spoken. Now, this man is saying, what is Silva talking about? Is this a level of PDP APC or PD APC politics that Tombra is playing, or is this just being antagonistic at Silva because he feels Silva shouldn't have his say?
Okay, I think it's when it comes to a member of the PDP, the opposition party, speaking in favor of the president, I think it's just first, they are still within that ambience of politics, so you would expect those kind of exchange of words, but going beyond that, he is actually being appreciative of the president not stepping in. This thing called federal might, it was President Buhari that made it go out of fashion.
Demystified it.
Yes, demystified it. It made the office of the president of the Federal Republic as simple. That's why people could come out and speak against the resolution and the pact signed. I'm sure you watch what the president is doing. I'm sure they are seeing the part of it that that generated the outcry. So the spokesperson for the PDP is correct, to speak in favor of. He's actually just making sure that Silva is placed where he belongs in the state. I do not, as a member of the APC, I didn't like the fact that Silva had to place himself. You're not the only person there. You're not the only person. Look at what the last flag bearer, David Elyon, did in the last election. He won clearly. That has to do with popularity. Leave others to grow. Be the leader that that gives chance for others to grow. And that's it. That was why he failed.
Yeah, but there's something that Tombra made a reference to, because he lost the elections and all of that, and maybe because the president didn't interfere and all of that. But when he said that Silva worked with Tinubu's administration and Minister for State for Petroleum, and he couldn't fix Silva couldn't fix the refineries. I'm wondering in my head, what are you talking about? Tinubu didn't fix the refineries. It was Buhari who initiated the process. It was just completed under Tinubu's administration. And that was the ministry that Silva worked under. So why are you taking the credit, if there is any credit that should come to him away from him, if you may?
But Silva himself...
Is that just politics, or...
Silva himself shot himself on the feet. He was at the presidential villa and he granted a press interview, and made all the good speeches in favor of the president, to turn around only a few months after you had lost the election to say, to ask Idumage to say that, I think he's contradicting himself.
All right.